everyone, welcome to Veronica Avon Lady. It's Veronica here, and I wanted to redo, seems like I'm redoing a lot of videos lately, don't know why, but I wanted to redo the video on a glimpse of what it's like to be the Avon Lady again. So that's what this video is about, is a remake, I guess, of what it's like to be the Avon Lady. So I'm going to be sharing with you guys what it's like to be the Avon Lady, and just encourage you guys that if you're thinking about joining Avon and you're not really sure if it's for you or if you'd be good enough, or if you're afraid because you might fail, and just maybe you just don't know what it's like, or maybe you think that it's just super hard. And so I mean, I've had these thoughts before I signed up with Avon, and I wasn't sure if I would do good at it, and I just had all these uncertainties about it. And I mean, I guess the first thing that I want to encourage you with is that you never know unless you try, right? I mean, if you have the desire and anywhere of the fiber of your being that you want to join Avon, but you're just not sure, I would encourage you to join anyway. Got Fluffy is flying around again. I would encourage you to join anyway because, first of all, I'm going to tell you guys, there's no lifelong commitment to be with Avon. A lot of people join Avon and then they realize, well, either they're not doing as good as they would like to, or it's just not for them. Then, you know, they join. Basically, what happens if you are inactive for 4 or more campaigns, then you will automatically be deactivated. If you've gone without putting 4 campaigns in a row, and you don't put one through the 5th campaign, like right in a row, then they will deactivate you. If it's just like missing a campaign here and a campaign here and a campaign here and a campaign here, they're not going to deactivate you because at least you're still active. But if you miss 4 campaigns in a row, then they will deactivate you by the 5th campaign if you don't order especially. So, you know, you're not obligated to stay with them forever. It's just, you know, if you have the desire and every fiber of your being that you want to join Avon, I'd encourage you to go for it, because today I'm going to encourage you and help you overcome your fears and your insecurities or uncertainties. I'm going to help you overcome that today. So I guess the first thing, I can share with you guys my experience of being the Avon Lady. I gotta stop saying So I have to see, here I go. I think it's gonna be another one of those videos. I'm gonna share kind of how I started with Avon quickly and how I've overcome any fears and stuff. So when I did start thinking about joining Avon, I was unsure because I didn't know how it went. I didn't know if it would be hard or if it would be easy. And I think the main thing that stopped me for a while was because I was afraid of failure. And I'm going to tell you that you cannot be afraid of failure, because the fear of failure will stop you before you even get a chance to fail. I hope you guys really think about that. Failure will stop you before you even get the chance to fail. In other words, if you're afraid of failure and that's holding you back, then you're missing out on a really good opportunity. You will never know whether it's working for you because you never tried. Don't be afraid to try. I see so many people, in my own experience, I put some ads up on Facebook, and I basically said, like, join Avon for $10. I can show you how. Contact me today. Let's book an appointment. I'll give you some information, and we can go and get you signed up. And I can't tell you how many appointments I've wasted my time going to. And You know, like how many no-shows I've had. And I think it's frustrating for us being the Avon lady when we're trying to sign people up on our team. But at the same time, we gotta understand that we were in the same position as they were. And I can remember, I'm not condemning anybody that's watching this if you've missed an appointment from me before. I'm not here to condemn you, but I mean, again, if you guys are afraid of failure, then guess what? That is going to stop you from the opportunity of a lifetime. So do not be afraid of failure. I used to be terrified of failure all my life. I was afraid to take risks. I was afraid I wouldn't do it. I would stay in my little cozy comfort zone and my feel-good zone and stuff like that. And it's like, I've gotten to a point in my life where I've had enough of it. And now it's like, you know, I'm missing out on so much because I'm protecting myself so I don't get hurt, so I don't fail. And I'm missing out on a lot. I've missed out on a lot of stuff. I've changed, and I can only thank God for that. But I mean, like, if I stayed in that way of living, if I continued to be afraid of failure, and I will be honest, sometimes I am still afraid of failure, but I take the risk because I never know. And sometimes it might be scary at the time, but you know what? We need to face our fears head on, because if we don't face our fears, we will never know. We will miss out on opportunities. So don't be afraid to fail. Failing is just, we can use failure as a stepping stone. I mean, I can share with you guys, there's so much that I want to share with you guys, and I don't want to get too off topic because this is just to give you guys a glimpse of what it's like to be the Avon lady. But when I got started, as I was saying, I was thinking about joining Avon. It was like way deep down, way deep down inside me, and the more I thought about it, the more clear it came to me. It's like, I'm thinking about joining Avon. I'm thinking about joining Avon. I'm thinking about joining Avon, back burner. Thinking about joining Avon, back to the back burner. Thinking about Avon, and I finally go and I go online and sign up. And then, so I almost canceled out on my district sales manager. I honestly did. I had no idea what it was like. I had no idea if it would be easy or if it would be hard. Again, I was still afraid of failure, but I mean, if I backed out, I wouldn't have been where I am today. Me being a shy person and all, Avon has shaped me into becoming more bold, because when you join Avon, you need to get out of your shyness. And I don't want to scare you guys, I want to encourage you. But I mean, if you're shy, let this opportunity to help you grow and become stronger as a person. Whether you're a guy, whether you're a woman, let this experience, if you're thinking about joining Avon, let it shape you into a stronger person. I mean, I can thank Avon for doing that, but you know, the one that I really thank for that is God. I'm not here to preach about God. I'm just here to share with you guys about what it's like to be the Avon lady, a glimpse in my life as an Avon lady. And so I was tempted to call or message the district sales manager and say, well, I can't do it. And the reason why is because I didn't have the money when I signed up. I thought that whoever came and signed me up, they would have to take the $10 right then and there. And I can't tell you guys how relieved I was when the district sales manager sent this lady in to come to my house, and she came to my house and she signed me up. I'm like so nervous. What am I gonna say? Because I don't have the $10, but I'll just go with the flow. I was so nervous, and I was going with the flow. And at the end, it was like, you know, like we're signing up. I'm still kind of nervous, but I'm okay. I'll answer the questions. I'll listen to you show me how to use the website and stuff like that. But I was so nervous because I was thinking, that time's going to come soon where she's going to ask me for the money, and I don't have the money. And then finally that we had our meeting, she signed me up. She congratulated me for being a new representative. And then she basically said her goodbyes and call me if you have any questions. And then when she walked out the door, I'm like, I don't have to give her any money. And not only that, but she also showed me too that once I got signed up, that Avon billed me later after I signed up. So Avon directly, it had nothing to do with my upline. It was Avon. As soon as I signed up and I got an account number, Avon gave me a due date. So after my first order, that due date when the money for those orders need to be in was set, and that $10 was also required to be paid on that date, on a later date when I did have money. And so I was actually relieved. And so I think the thing that we forget to share is that it's not me that you're going to give the money to. It's going to be Avon. Avon, once you sign up with Avon, they're going to give you an account number and they're going to bill you. It'll just be on your account summary on your website. It'll show you how much you owe and when it's to be paid, like when your deadline is, and usually that goes with your first order. And so that I was relieved because I almost canceled on there, and if I canceled, I would have really missed out an opportunity. And there's been times where I failed in Avon. I failed, and I'll be honest, it hurt that I failed. It bothered me that I failed, and I almost gave up. And even though sometimes I feel like I'm struggling now, I'm not going to give up because let me just tell you guys this, okay? Your earnings will match your efforts. And I've had to learn this, and I'm still learning it, that, you know, Avon is a business. You want to treat it like a business. You don't want to just treat it like a hobby. And you want to be professional, and you want to be organized. And not only that, but you want to work your butt off. You're a patushi, for the lack of a better word. So you want to work really hard at this. I mean, I've taught myself in the beginning that, you know what, if I was hired by an employer and I was the employee, if I was hired and if I went to work and sat on Facebook all day, do you think I'd be getting paid to do what I'm supposed to be doing? No, I wouldn't be. Or if there's been days where I didn't feel like doing my Avon. Well, again, if I'm the employee hired by an employer, do you think that if I chose not to go to work, do you think I'd get paid? No. I would most likely get fired. And so it's the same way with your business. There's the ups and downs about being your own boss and having your own business. I love being my own boss, and I love having my own business, but I love being able to operate in my own hours. But you need to actually, when you set your own hours, you need to actually work in those hours. You can't sit on Facebook for 2 to 4 hours, or you can't sit on the comfy couch and watch soap operas all day, or do other time-wasting stuff. I'm not saying that those things are time wasters, but when you have work to do, they are. And so I really want to stress this, that, you know, again, your earnings will match your efforts. And I've had to learn that the hard way. It's like, why am I not making the earnings that I was promised? Well, it was because I wasn't working hard enough, and I was being lazy in my business. And you know, you can't do that. You have to be someone who works really hard, or you have to make yourself work hard. I mean, for myself, like, I'm learning to make myself work really hard. If you are, and I don't want you guys to take this offensively, but if you're lazy and you want a business and you want to be successful in your business, whether it's Avon or whatever it is, then you have to train and discipline yourself to work hard. So getting back to the glimpse, I don't want to get too off topic like I already have. So when I signed up, again, a lady came to my house and sign me up. It was all that we do. For example, if you were to sign up under me, whoever's watching, it's only going to be Canada-wide, right? So if you were to sign up underneath me, whether you're watching from YouTube or whether you're watching from Facebook, if you were to sign up underneath me and you expressed that you had an interest to sign up to Avon, then what would happen is, like, wherever you've seen the ad, whether it's Facebook, whether it's just maybe you've seen a flyer hanging on a bulletin board in the grocery store or in a restaurant that I left, or if I just handed you one personally on the street, you would contact me, whether by cell phone or Facebook or email, and you would just express your interest to join Avon. And most of the time, and which is good, everybody wants information. And so instead of me sending you information through email, I want to book an appointment with you. Because the reason why is because if I send you information through email, then if you have questions, chances are you're not going to ask me. So I would rather give you the information face to face, and that way if there's any obstacles that you're facing, any fears, any doubts, or if you have naysayers are people who are saying, oh, you shouldn't do it, you're not going to make money, blah, 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 blah. Well, did they even really work that hard? So you're going to have all of those things that you're going to be dealing with, and I would prefer to go book an appointment face to face, and that way I can give you the information. I will not force you to sign up if you then decide that you don't want to sign up, but at least I'm there and I can answer any questions. So that is the next step, and if you do decide to sign up, then we can get you signed up on that same appointment. And again, it's a free appointment with me. Mostly we go to like a coffee shop or whatever, and stuff like that. And usually sometimes I'll have my upline or DSM with me. And so from there, once you're signed up, I will show you how to share the e-brochure to your social media sites. And also I will show you how to place your order online. And then when you sign up, I have it right here. When you come to the meeting and you're looking for information, again, I will go through the information with you. But when you decide to sign up, you'll get a package like this. And so in the package is a book. I have the book, actually. I'll show you guys. You get a order book like this. This is the order book that you get in the package. So that's it there. And then you will also get a book. I think I have it. I'm not sure. It doesn't look like I have it. Bummer. Anyway, it's a Avon book that gives you more information. And then we also get you to do some writing down stuff as well, like they have a page about getting to know you more, and like writing things down, like what motivates you, what excites you, what's your expectations with joining Avon, and different stuff like that. And we end up getting you to write down everybody that you know, because that's how we work, right? So we do the appointment. This would be whoever signs up with me, they will get one of these with the order book and the other book inside of it. And so we'd go through that. An appointment usually takes like an hour. We go through the book with you, giving you information, writing down your goals, your dreams, and stuff like that, writing down everybody that you know. And then once we do that, we go into the computer, get you signed up. Basically what happens is I get your email, I send you an invite from my Avon website for you to come and join my team and sign up to sell Avon. And from there, what you do is you go into your email, and then it'll take you through. You say it'll give you a link. It says click here to sign up. So you click that link, and then it'll take you through a screen by screen form that you fill out online, and then once you've done that and completed the form, then you're basically ready to go. You're ready to start selling Avon. You got an account. You have a account number. You'll have a due date for when you have to pay the $10. So I am not getting any money from you to sign up. That has nothing to do with me. It's just between you and Avon. But what I do is I just sign you up on my team, and then yeah. So once you let me see if I can find it. Nope, that's not it. Here it is. So once I get you signed up, I give you 10 Avon brochures. So depending on, if I were to, today's Monday, May 2nd, say if I had an appointment with you today, and right now we are currently on campaign 10, I don't think I'd be giving you campaign 10, because that would only give you 2 days to get people, to get brochures out to people, and that would be too much. So I'd be giving you 10 campaign 11 brochures. And so basically what you would do is on the back, I'm not really sure when campaign 11 goes in. I know it goes in 2 weeks. Every campaign, there's 26 campaigns with Avon, and each of these campaigns lasts 2 weeks. You can put orders in both weeks, or you could choose which day that you want to send your order in. They go in every Wednesday, so this Wednesday is the last day for campaign 10. Last Wednesday was the first order day for campaign 10, so you can basically choose what one would work for you. I would go for the first one, in my own opinion, which I would choose for myself anyway, is because one is $2 cheaper, and not only that, but they get to my place around 7:30 and 8:30 a.m. And that gives me all day to prepare my books and my products, and that way by Tuesday I can get them out to my customers. So I would give you 10 of these books, and then you would want to write the order due date in this yellow line here, and up here you would want to write down your information, so your name, your number, your email. I wouldn't put your address, but because they don't need your address unless they're picking the order up. So you can agree with your customers whether you want to deliver them, or whether they want you to deliver the products, or whether they're willing to pick it up. You can work that out with them. And so yeah, and just make sure that you put your orders in, pay your bills on time, and not only that, but if you have a order of $100 or more before taxes in your first order, you could win some free stuff. So why would you allow fear of failure to stop you from a great opportunity that could change your life? I just encourage you not to let that get in the way, and don't listen to the naysayers, okay? I stress this all the time, especially when I'm talking about following your dreams. Don't listen to people that tells you not to, because you are an adult. You have to control the destiny of your own life, not the other people, not your family, not your friends, not other people. They're not going to suffer the consequences for you. You are. And even when you get some triumphs and victories and some awesome promotions or raises, then you're going to celebrate that. But if you listen to people that tell you, oh, you shouldn't join Avon, then who's going to pay for the loss? It's going to be you, not them. So just think about that. Don't let them talk you out of selling Avon. Don't let them give you reasons why you shouldn't sell, because maybe they didn't do really good. Maybe they didn't work hard enough, or maybe they got frustrated over something that could be solved so quickly, a problem that could be solved so quickly, and they just didn't want to deal with it, and they just gave up. Don't be like that, and don't let them discourage you. Okay, because I've had a friend, which was actually my sister's friend. I had somebody say to somebody else that I know, and this person basically said, that, oh, she's not going to do really good because I didn't do really good. People didn't pay for they didn't pay for their Avon after they ordered it. Well, have you ever heard of something called return? If that is one thing that you don't know how to do, then yeah, you're going to be stuck. But you need to learn how to do the returns. They're pretty simple. I can teach you guys. If you request for me to do a video on how to do returns, comment below. But I mean, a lot of people quit over the silliest things, and you know, maybe it didn't work for the other person that is telling you not to do it, but who knows, it might work for you. It just might. So being the Avon lady, again, I was really relieved that when my upline left, that I didn't have to break her heart and say I don't have any money. And then it was really neat because I think it was my 4th or 5th order, I think I had an order of like $450, which is really good. And then I had another order kind of later on down the road for like $600. So my business is kind of going up and down. But the reason why is because maybe it's because I'm up and down. I work hard some days and then I don't work hard some days. And so what you sow is what you will reap. If you sow laziness, then what you're going to get is lack. You're going to get nothing. If you sow hard working into your business, then you're going to reap an earning that is really worth your time. I really don't have anything else to share with you guys. So I guess I can share with you about the brochures. I don't know how my battery's gonna last much more, but much more. But once you sign up with Avon, in our little training book that we give you on your first appointment, first of all, let me just give you a little bit of a glimpse of what kind of information that you learn upon signing up. So first of all, there are 2 ways to sell and there's 2 ways to earn. I'm not going to go through the whole book with you guys because this is only for when you're signing up with me at a coffee shop. Then I will go over that with you. But if you're really curious and you want to know how Avon works, I will give you a little tidbit, okay? So there's 2 ways to earn. Let me just write that down. 2 ways to earn, and there's 2 ways to sell. And I'll show you guys. I got a little notebook here that I can show you guys. I hope you guys can, yes you can. So there's 2 ways to earn money, and then there is 2 ways to sell. So first of all, if you're really curious and you want to know just a little bit, just to kind of get you excited and pumped about joining Avon, I'm just going to give you a little bit about what you would learn in your first meeting as we sign you up. So the 2 ways that you can earn are personal sales So that's one way you can earn, through personal sales. And then the second way you can earn is through, number 2, team sales. Team sales. So I'll just explain with this to you very briefly. So earning through personal sales is, again, it's when you get your brochures online, or sorry, when you get your brochures from me or whoever signed you up to Avon, you will get 10 of the brochures on the current brochure, or sorry, the current campaign that we are on, or the one that will give you enough time to get enough customers. You will get 10 of these, depending on what campaign it is. And then again, you will go home, you will put your name and not your address, sorry. You'll put your name and phone number and your email if you want to, and then you put the order due date for the orders to go in for people to call you by. And then, so now as you put your information, who are you going to give the book to? And so this is personal sales. That's with personal sales. So it's talking to everybody that you know. I'm going to do another little graph here for you guys, just to kind of show you how you could increase your sales if you really talk to everybody that you know. So I'm going to do a little circle. I hope you guys can see this. So here's you. There's you. And then let's say your sister's name is, we'll just put sister. So there's your sister. So you are going to give an Avon brochure to your sister. Or how about your mom? I hope you guys can see that okay. Or guys can buy Avon too. So let's put your dad. Oops, that's kind of messy, but anyway. Let's put your brother. Let's put your friend. And how about we put, let me see, what else can we put? Maybe we can put, I'll just show you that little wheel that I'm making. Let's put your coworker at your workplace, because you can work and sell Avon too. A lot of people give the excuse where they say, oh well, I'm too busy, but Avon, there's the good thing about Avon is, you know, if you sign up to Avon, all you have to do is just take your brochures to work with you, and just, you can ask your boss if you can leave a brochure in the staff room, or you could even just go aside privately even and talk to your coworkers and say, hey, I sell Avon, do you want a brochure? And then go from there. So you can put coworker. Oops. And one more. How about maybe, I mean, there's usually somebody in the community that is usually friendly to, or you're friendly to them. For example, today I went to the grocery store, got some groceries, and the lady was really nice to me, and I was so happy because I was happy with the sales that they had at the grocery store. And I basically said, I'm so happy because ice cream was only this much, and sorry, the eggs, I wasn't sure if I could afford the ice cream, but I put that on last. And so I complimented on the eggs. You get the eggs for like 3 rolls of like eggs, 18 eggs. I think it was only like $4.27. And then a great big thing of sausage. I'm going off topic, but a great big thing of sausage with 9 long sausages in there, like hot Italian. I bought 2 of those. They're usually like $10. It was on sale for, I need to grab a drink, hold on. It was on sale for $6.39 for both of them. One was $6.39 and one was $6.37. But still, like, you know, like, you got a really good deal. So I told her I'm so happy I can afford the ice cream. I wanted the ice cream so bad. And I told her that I went to the dollar store and got a couple of stuff. I got my cookies and stuff. And so she complimented me and said that I am a smart shopper. So that really kind of lit my face. And if I had an Avon brochure, I think I gave her one before. If I had an Avon brochure, I would have said, well, yeah, I also sell Avon. Would you be interested in the brochure? And go from there. Like, that could be a person, you know, like, person that you make friendliness to. Maybe that not exactly your friend, but you're friendly to them. So let's just go like this. We'll just put cashier. So I'll put one more. Maybe you're friendly to your doctor or your receptionist at the doctor's or dentist. Dentist. So here is a few people that you know. Okay, that you might know. This is just an example. This is just a few list of people that you know. Okay, so you're giving a brochure to each and every one of these people. And then the good thing about Avon is that you can always ask for referrals as well. You can basically say, who do you know that likes Avon? Let them look at your brochure. Maybe even if they're if you know that they're gonna follow through with the promise that they're gonna pass on a brochure to somebody, then give them 2 brochures, one for them and one for their friends. So here is the people that you know. There's you. Here's the people that you know. I'm sure it's a whole lot more. But the good thing about referrals is that everybody knows somebody. Okay? And then they know somebody, and then they know somebody, and then they know somebody. If you want to get some good sales, you want to do referrals because I'll show you. Say, for example, maybe my dad has some friends that might like to order Avon. And then they might pass it down to their friends. Or my mom, girls, ladies especially, love Avon. I can vouch for that. My mom, for example, this is kind of floppy. My mom might know people too. She might know, maybe even my aunt might like Avon. And it just keeps going on. Just keep asking them for referrals. The referrals that you get, ask them for more referrals. And that's how you grow your team. Or sorry, not your team. That's how you grow your customer base, and that's how you grow your income. Or maybe your sister knows somebody. And your sister's somebody, friend or whatever, knows somebody. And it just keeps on going. Everybody knows somebody that might like to buy Avon or even sell Avon. Maybe this person knows somebody. And it just kind of keeps on going because even though this world seems like it's small sometimes, like you run into somebody, oh, this is a small world. But it really actually is very big. And everybody knows somebody. Let's just put it that way. So that's just a kind of a legal, bleh. That's an example for you guys that you could kind of think about that when you consider joining Avon. That everybody knows somebody that might want to join Avon. And they know a whole lot of other people. So that's a good way to kind of get you into that. So that is the first way you can earn money. And I got the wrong book here. So that is the first way that you can earn, is by personal sales, giving your brochure to everybody that you know, asking referrals, and asking referrals to those that you give a book to, and mentioning it to people that they know, just like that. The second way you can earn is to, oh wait, I'm kind of a little bit off here. I'm really sorry about that. So yeah, the second way to earn is through team sales. Yeah, I talked about personal sales, and that is your brochure, just you dealing with your customers. And then there's also team sales. The team sales, that again is bringing people onto your team, and you can get some extra bonuses that way, and your earnings are actually even greater. So again, say for example, this little diagram here, maybe this could be the people that you know, and maybe these people can come on your team, and then you can build your team wide, and you can also build your team deep. I've learned recently that the best way to build a team is deep. We're not going to go there because I don't want to confuse you. But that's just a good example. That's another way you can earn with getting more bonuses. 2 ways to sell. You can sell. I'll show you. I'll try my best to write upside down. You can sell face to face. I can't write like that. Or you could sell virtually. My writing's messy, but it's okay. So we've gone over 2 ways to earn, and now we're going over 2 ways to sell. And so virtually and face-to-face, well, again, face-to-face is walking up to somebody and say, hey, I sell Avon. Would you be interested in an Avon brochure? Here it is. I'll get your name and number. And moving from there. It's face-to-face, like I'm talking to you, face-to-face. It's like I'd be handing you a book, only I can't. But it's a good example. And then virtually is selling online on your social media sites. You could share the e-brochure that I would teach you on your appointment on how to do that as well. It's the same thing like this. It's this is a physical book, of course. And then people who don't have a physical book to actually put in their hands, they have this online as well. And it just basically, it allows you by clicking, it allows you to flip through each page. And that way, you or your customers can go through and take a look. So the best way you can do that is share the e-brochure and share the e-brochure on your social media sites because that's how your customers are going to see them and want to be able to take a look at them and order. But the only thing is you have to be on a computer. You can't use a cell. So for me, being the Avon lady, again, just kind of going back to that again, I'm just kind of like, my voice is dry, so a little bit shaky. Do apologize for that. I think I got a little bit too off topic, but it's okay. What was I saying? For me, being the Avon lady has been really good. It's a lot of fun, too. You get a lot of, like, you go to meetings, you do product activation day. So, like, if there's a new product, then we will get together with our DSM and go out and promote those things. And there's just a lot of fun. You can win some prizes. There's incentives, and it just goes on. So, for me, it's been really good. And also, I wanted to talk about scheduling. Earlier, I talked about working really hard and, setting your own hours. If you're going to set your own hours, then you need to treat it as if you were employed, because just go by that principle. Because even if you already are a Avon representative and you feel like you're not doing very good, chances are it could be that you're not working hard enough. You're not doing your job. I mean, you can't really, I'll give you an example. You can't really expect to make a lot of money if you're getting out once a week or once a month. But especially once a week, you got to continually work at your business. And I've heard this when I first signed up. The best way to earn is from your feet and not your seat. So getting out there, talking to people, and handing out brochures, or putting up flyers, or having business cards, handing them out at places, and then that way people can call you. But if you're not out there, then you're not going to get a dime. I'm just going to be straight up and honest because I experienced it. And so, so you want to make sure that if you're having a hard time knowing when you should work, when you shouldn't, what you might want to do is do a weekly schedule. So I'll give you an example of mine. So Monday, Mondays for me, I'll give you and this is good because this is the whole reason why I'm doing this video. It's just to give you guys a glimpse of what it's like to be the Avon lady. So Monday, every other Monday is delivery day, but every Monday I'm on the computer and I'm doing like email follow-ups and stuff like that. So usually it's delivery day every other week. So delivery day. So I'm preparing for my deliveries that are supposed to come. I am going through my binder, writing down my campaign profits and stuff, and writing all that down. And so that's usually my day for Monday. Tuesday, I usually call Monday my messy Monday. I did a schedule up like a year ago, and oops, sorry. My schedule, I called it Messy Monday because after the week, especially if you grow lazy in your business and you're not putting things back where you should be, you need to be organized. And so if you're not putting things back where they need to be and you don't want to start your next week in all the crud and mess, that's why I call Mondays my Messy Monday. Because while I'm waiting for my deliveries and preparing for my deliveries, I'm also getting organized as well. So that's why I call it Messy Mondays for me. I mean, everybody's order days and delivery days are not on the same day. It all depends on where you live. So Mondays might not be delivery day for you. Tuesdays is my Target Tuesday. And the reason why is because I am going to target customers. So that's my schedule for Tuesday. Target Tuesday. And so if I have a delivery because people ordered, what I'm going to do is I'm going to target them. I'm going to call them, and we're going to arrange whether they want it delivered or they're going to pick it up. We're going to do that. And then, so that's why I call it Target Tuesday. And even though there's weeks that I don't have a delivery because I don't order every week, I usually order one campaign, once per campaign. There's 2 weeks in a campaign. So I usually order once per campaign. Sometimes I order both dates. So I don't always have a delivery day. It's usually every other Monday for me. And even like targeting customers, that's usually every other Tuesday following the delivery day. So if I'm not, say for example, if I don't have, if it's a week where I don't have a delivery day, then great, I can work on and focus on my Messy Monday, getting organized again. And then Tuesdays, because I wouldn't have had any deliveries the day before, I can still make it my Target Tuesday because I can go out and I can find new customers. I can target new customers. And then Wednesday, I forget what I called that. I probably just called it Wednesday. I think that was Working Wednesday. I think that's what I called it. And so Working Wednesday for me was more like just kind of filling out any forms or any profits or stuff like that. Or maybe it could be sitting on Facebook and putting some ads up to gain your customers and team. So Wednesdays was called my Workday Wednesdays. And then, you know, it doesn't mean I have to sit on the computer all day or sit in front of a book all day. It just means that if I have things to be done in that area on that day, then I do that. And then if I have time, then I can do whatever else. But as long as I get my priorities straight for that day, then I'm doing my business. And then Thursdays, is my training Thursdays, because I could be doing anything on this day. I could be going out and getting customers. If I have some spare time, I could be going out and getting team members if I have spare time. But maybe like Thursday evenings or whatever, when I'm home after supper, I might want to do some training, whether it's going through my books again, training myself, or whether it's watching YouTube videos on Avon tips or stuff like that. People who like do motivation on businesses, I would go through and do some training for myself. And then Fridays, oops. Fridays is my friendly Fridays, and basically what that means is usually we would have like our fun days with our upline, and then if there's nothing else going on, that would be my friendly Friday days, and that would be specifically aimed for going out and getting recruits for people to join my team. So I mean, you had to be friendly to them and make friends with them to actually recruit them. So that would be my friendly Friday. So that's just to give you a schedule. I hope I'm not confusing you guys. I think I kind of got a little bit off topic and went on too much. I do apologize for that, but just be encouraged. And I mean, this video is about a glimpse of what it's like to be an Avon lady. Everybody is different. Everybody sets their hours different. Everybody organizes different. Everybody does their work different. And so now that you've seen a basic idea of my life as an Avon lady, maybe that might encourage you to get out there and get signed up. And again, don't be afraid of failure. We have to fail. The only way that we humans learn from mistakes is by failing. But you are not a total failure if you get back up. You really haven't failed if you get back up. You only failed if you fall and you stay down and you quit. So again, don't listen to the naysayers. Don't listen to people that would discourage you. Maybe they didn't have a good experience with Avon, or maybe they didn't do good, but that doesn't mean that you're not going to. Everybody has an opinion. Everybody is skeptical about it. So you have to decide for yourself, and you have to learn for yourself. And it might work out for you. It might be for you. It might not, but you will never know if you don't try. So God bless, and I will talk to you guys soon. And if you guys are watching from Facebook and you are encouraged by what I share with you guys, inbox me and we could set up an appointment and get you some information and get you signed up. So until then, have a good evening. Bye.